Annie, will you call the roll?
Mayor Shesley,
Here.
Vice Mayor Rice, Councilman Albright,
Here.
Town Manager Hicks.
Here.
We have 2 sets of minutes on the agenda tonight for approval. The March 4th town meeting minutes and the March 25th work session minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved. Second.
Any additions or corrections?
I have none.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. The minutes will be approved as presented. Next, we have reports of officers, boards, and committees. Annie, will you read the permits report?
Building, use, and occupancy sign permits issued during the month of March 2013. March 20th, Kevin and Lauren Waring, 824 Indian Head Avenue, for a fence. Use and occupancy permit on March 12th. Joyce Gray Foltz, 4780 Indian Head Highway, handicap ramp. There were no temporary use and occupancy, no demolition permits, no grading permits, and no sign permits for the month of March.
Thank you. Are there any questions on the permits reports? Does anybody in the audience have a question on the permits reports? Seeing none, then we'll move on to the finance report. Ginger?
Finance report for March 2013. Beginning cash balance, $154,517.80. Total revenues, $229,372.57. Total expenditures, $299,600.91, with an ending cash balance of $84,289.46. Total investments, $2,170,986.80. Any questions?
Thank you. Next, we'll have the town manager's report, the code enforcement report, planning commission report. There was no economic development commission meeting last month, so we won't have that tonight.
Town Manager's Report, March 2013. Please have your trash curbside by 7:30 a.m. on the day of your scheduled pickup. New members are needed for the Economic Development Commission. New water lines along Davis Drive, Alton and Lee Court, work to begin this month. The town's annual audit is well underway. Work on the 2014 budget has begun. There's a budget hearing scheduled for April the 11th. The Eskimo property may be coming to the April Planning Commission meeting with a concept plan for the area. Well 5 on Woodland Drive is offline for repairs. In the coming months, the town will be adopting the 2012 building codes. The town will also be adopting a new floodplain ordinance. It should be introduced at tonight's meeting. Repairs to the sewer line coming from Jameson Court will take place this month. The fire department, along with the town, will be installing a dry hydrant at the end of Mattingly Avenue within the next few months. Thank you, Wayne, for all your hard work on that. Up the Creek Rentals, kayak and canoe, will be open this month. The fountain on the Village Green is in full operation. The bathrooms in Manley Park are now open for the season. And the boardwalk. There's no critical area meeting in April, but we hope to be on their agenda for May. Code Enforcement Report, March 2013. The town issued 7 notices of violations during the month of March. 3 trash and debris violations, 1 vehicle violation, 1 property maintenance, 1 work performed without a permit, and 1 miscellaneous violation, and that was for a loose dog. The town also performed 5 rental inspections during the month of March. Excuse me. And last but not least, we have the Planning Commission report for March 2013. The Planning Commission approved the proposed sign for the New Life Christian Ministries International at 4375 Indian Head Highway, otherwise known as the Old Bank of America. And as the mayor reported to you earlier, there was no Economic Development Commission meeting held last month. No.
Karen's not here this evening, so we'll skip down to the community policing report. You going to do the fire report? Okay. That's all right. I couldn't see through
Just
my
got back from
glasses.
ambulance call, and I think that siren just blew out one of your drums. So Yeah, Jeff couldn't make it. He's been tied up actually for the last couple of weeks. He got sucked into help teaching or is teaching a emergency medical technician class in La Plata, MIFRE school over there. It's 3 nights a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. So pretty well has him on a run. We have 5 members, matter of fact, in that emergency medical technician class, and it's 171 hours. It's really spread out. It's a lot more hours than when I took it. So they're going to be graduating in June. So it's a pretty lot of intensive training just for volunteer to help your community, but they're doing a good job. So, but report from March, we responded to 38 fire responses in and out of the town, 35 ambulance responses. Our training was roughly 300 hours for the month. That's including station drills and certain courses. March 10th was daylight saving time, and our old saying, you change your clock, change your battery and your smoke alarm. So if you didn't, go back tonight and check it out, or hit the button, make sure it sounds off. When your battery gets low, it's going to start chirping. We've had people call 911, and we responded down there because the smoke detector was making a funny noise, but it was chirping. It just needed a battery. But see, at least it was chirping. You know, some people will take the battery out. Oh, I'll go get it next time I go to the store. And it lays up there. Now the battery, the smoke detector's out of service. And they just had a fatality, I guess yesterday up in Prince George's County. They had a smoke detector on the ceiling with no battery in it. And the teenage girl, I believe, died. Yeah. It's been quite a few, because they lost a couple over the last couple of weeks up in Prince George's County. And they can hit in Charles County, too, because we're getting a lot of growth down here, too, in the county. Jeff's also taken an Instructor 2 class. It brings his level of training skills up. And like I say, he's a busy man. Also, this spring and early summer, we plan to go out and hit different neighborhoods for smoke detector check, just like they do in up Prince George's County and other communities. We'll knock on the door. How's your smoke detector? Do you need it checked out? Do you need another smoke detector? And we'll try to educate the public on that, because it's very important to have something like in your house. It doesn't take long for that smoke and the gases to overcome. And there's been fires where you roll up to the house and people are dead in their bed. The fire never got to them, but the carbon monoxide did. So it's always good to have that smoke detector working. And like I say, Jeff's a busy man, plus he's raising 3 daughters. So what are you going to do? And that's it for the night.
Do you teach CPR up there at the firehouse?
Yes, matter of fact, Jeff's a CPR instructor. I think we have 1 or 2 instructors up there. And contact us. I'll find out the next time he can do it. Sometimes we'll do it on a weekend, on a Saturday or a Sunday. It's either a 6 or 8 hour class, but once you're finished, you're really proficient, and you feel like a lifeguard or something. You know, you're really good at it. So
I would just stay with
there you go. Any other questions? Anybody? Okay, thank you.
All right. No community affairs report tonight. No Charles County Recreation, and no community policing report. Next we go into briefings. Captain Peter Netta and Gary Wagner were going to give us an update on the Naval Support Activity South Potomac, but I just received word that we think that they were caught up in an accident down by Poplar Lane at Family Dollar. So it looks like they won't be here tonight either. If they come in later, then we'll fit them in. So that leaves us down to District 2 Commander, Lieutenant Chris Becker.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I want to thank you for giving me some time on tonight's agenda to discuss the status of the Sheriff's Office District 2 station. Effective today, April 1st, the Sheriff's Office has permanently vacated our old station in Mr. Eli's building at the bottom of the hill. This decision was made due to the deteriorating condition of the building. Over the last several weeks, officers assigned here have been working out of the Potomac Heights Volunteer Fire Department. The volunteers have been a tremendous help in giving us temporary workspace and making us feel welcome. Also, over the last few weeks, myself, others at the agency, county government, and the town of Indian Head have been looking at all available options to house the Sheriff's Office. We are evaluating these properties to determine what may be best suited for our needs. For the record, it is quite possible that our next station may not be the permanent location for the District 2 station. Please know that even though we have vacated the station, we continue to serve the residents as we always have. Officer Elliott continues to serve as your community police officer and works out of Ms. Williams' office. Though we currently don't have an office which allows for walk-ins, the District 2 number of 301-743-2222 continues to be monitored 24 hours a day. And obviously, if there's an emergency, I would ask anyone to dial 911 for priority dispatch. That's all I have this evening, unless you have some questions for me.
Thank you. Any questions? Any questions from the audience?
Correct, sir. Still looking at several options. Absolutely.
What if we wanted a vacant building, the other vacant ones?
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we go into resolutions and ordinances. We have one resolution and one ordinance on the agenda tonight. Resolution number 03-01-13, a resolution concerning charter amendment for cooperative purchasing is on the agenda tonight for adoption. Annie, will you read the salient points of the resolution?
Resolution number 03-01-13, introduced by Mayor and Council. Date introduced March 4th, 2013. Date adopted April 1st, 2013. Date effective will be May 21st, 2013. A resolution concerning charter amendment cooperative purchasing for the purpose of amending the charter of the Town of Indian Head to authorize the town to make certain purchases without competitive bidding through certain joint or cooperative purchasing arrangements, to authorize the town to enter into certain joint pooling arrangements for the purchase of insurance or for the self-insuring of insurable risks, and generally relating to modifications to the town's procurement policies, by adding Charter of the Town of Indian Head, Article 4, Town Manager, Section C4-7G. Section 1, be it resolved by the Council of the Town of Indian Head that new Section C4-7G is added to the Charter of the Town of Indian Head to follow immediately after 4-7F, to read as follows. Article 4, Town Manager, Purchasing and Contracts. Cooperative purchasing, notwithstanding any other requirement or provision of this section, the town without competitive bidding may purchase supplies, materials, and equipment through the use of joint or cooperative purchasing arrangements with other governmental jurisdictions or through purchasing cooperatives or alliances that bid procurements on a volume basis for state and local governments, if the total price or price per unit as applicable to be paid by the town is not more than the total price or price per unit to be paid by other governmental entities, and may enter into joint pooling arrangements with public entities to provide for the purchase of insurance or for the self-insuring of insurable risks. Section 3. And be it further resolved by the Town Council of Indian Head that the date of adoption of this resolution is April 1st, 2013, and the amendment to the Charter of the Town of Indian Head hereby enacted shall become effective on May 21st, 2013, unless a proper petition for referendum hereon shall be filed as permitted by law, provided a complete and exact copy of this resolution shall be continuously posted on the bulletin board in the Town Hall until May 13th, 2013, and provided further that a copy of the title of this resolution shall be published in the Maryland Independent, a newspaper of general circulation in the Town of Indian Head, or in any other newspaper of such general circulation once in each week of the weeks beginning April 5th, 2013, April 12th, April 19th, and April 26th, 2013.
Thank you, Annie. Those are the salient paragraphs of the resolution. There are a couple of other paragraphs that deal with administrative processes for filing the resolution once it's adopted and becomes effective. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution?
I move that resolution number 30113 be adopted.
I second.
Thank you. Are there any corrections or additions or Or does the audience have any questions on this resolution that will become a charter amendment before we vote on it? Seeing none, Annie, will you call the vote?
Councilman Albright,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Rice,
Yes.
Mayor Chesley.
Yes. The resolution passes. It will be adopted tonight, April 1st, and it will become effective in May if there is no intervening referendum, call for a referendum. Thank you. Next, we have an ordinance on the agenda. It's on the agenda tonight for introduction. It will be considered for adoption at the May meeting. Annie, will you read the ordinance?
Ordinance number 04-01-13, introduced by Mayor and Council, date introduced April 1st, 2013, date adopted tentatively May 6th, 2013, date effective tentatively May 27th, 2013. An ordinance establishing floodplain zones within the town of Indian Head and requiring a permit for all development within the designated floodplain zone, providing certain minimum standards for construction within the floodplain zone, setting forth standards and procedures for submission and approval of plans for development, and establishing penalties for failure to comply with the provisions of this ordinance. Whereas Chapter 65 of the Code of the Town of Indian Head contains the town's floodplain management plan, and whereas the Maryland Department of the Environment has notified the town that the Federal Emergency Management Agency has made numerous changes to the National Flood Insurance Program, and whereas these changes are required to be made to all existing floodplain ordinances throughout the state. Now therefore be it ordained by the Town Council of Indian Head, Maryland, that Section 1, Chapter 65 of the Code of the Town of Indian Head be amended by the following. 65-1, title. This chapter shall hereinafter be referred to as the Town of Indian Head Floodplain Ordinance. 65-2, findings. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has identified special flood hazard areas within the boundaries of the town of Indian Head. Special flood hazard areas are subject to periodic inundation which may result in loss of life and property, health and safety hazards, disruption of commerce and governmental services, extraordinary public expenditures for flood protection and relief, and impairment of the tax base, all of which